This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Delta. Mayday.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He gets this to Davante Adams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here we go.
From the 38 now. Here's second and a yard.
Chip spirit. All right.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Hey, Ted. Hey, no, Monday. Angel. All right.
Fields on first down. Shark's got it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Extend. All right.
Now it's Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first down, Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Alontae Taylor. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Off the play fake. Sweeney. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Fields on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Easy.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ken. Up. You got a mini base. Go.
Now Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, Ken.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
11. West
To throw is Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hurry, trap all 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on 1st down, Sweeney. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku, 58 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And it's complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Hey, never mind. Monday.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, 551.
Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No mas. Out, let's go. Go.
Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here we go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, can. Go.
Fields now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. The field's going to change things up here. Robinson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Bijan Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw on 2nd down, Sweeney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Ready? 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
On 1st and 10, Sweeney. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready, break!
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos!
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
On 3rd down, Sweeney. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, Sweeney. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Go.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw on second down. Sweeney. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
To throw on third down. Sweeney. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
11.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Easy. Hey, Ken.
Throwing on first down. Fields under pressure, and down he goes. Bryan Bresee busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to roam now. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Fields on 1st down. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown Bears. Davante Adams, 37 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Sweeney. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Sit high.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Hey, Chad. Angel. Extend. Tonight.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Go.
They'll run with Robinson. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Hey, fight. Hey, can. Touch. Butt right.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
No mas.
Moore, the man in motion. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Operating from the gun, Sweeney. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
To throw on 2nd down. Sweeney. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Sweeney. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st and 10. Sweeney. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long second hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That's right.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. across midfield.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Alontae Taylor, his second sack of the night. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On the ball, on the ball. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go, here we
So
go.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sweeney. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts.
And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Robinson with another carry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the
Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hawk 70.
Here's Montana to throw. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
19 Tiger. Bravo 80.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Fights through him. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 22 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. On the ball.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Blah. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that is a great answer here offensively in this first quarter. You start the game flat, your defense gives up a quick touchdown, but you turn right around and take it down the field yourself quickly and finish with the touchdown run. This could be a game of offense. We've seen 2 sharp drives in the first few minutes.
extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Montana's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Montana. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go now.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
Off of play action. Luck. Dancing to his left. And Luck will slide to a halt with a first down in tow. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Luck. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Montana.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
3rd down and 1.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Montana going to hurry him to the line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Montana. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
This is caught by Robinson. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 6 now.
Luck now to throw.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come. Here's Luck. Man open is Robinson. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case,
When it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Got it. Ready?
It's complete to Robinson.
Down the sideline he goes. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Bijan Robinson.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They go play action with Montana. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. They'll give to LaDainian up the gut. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. LaDainian Tomlinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Down the right sideline. He's on his way.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jonathan Taylor
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. There he goes, right side. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Montana, he's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Montana to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. LaDainian Tomlinson. 34 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Locke. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Robinson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Love. Oh, no, he lost the football. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
79 Broncos.
Here we go on 4th. Locke. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Robinson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He's back to throw. Pass complete. Samuel finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Deebo Samuel. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Luck now to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. That was an excellent come from behind.